Hello, Chiefs Kingdom. We have the latest Chiefs updates for you, and I'll be giving you all the details on everything that went down on last night's big night. So if you want to stay in the loop, make sure you're subscribed to the channel because you don't want to miss out on what's coming up. And hit that like button. Now, without further ado, let's get right to it. Now, let's talk about that big win last night. The Kansas City Chiefs are still undefeated after defeating the New Orleans Saints 26-13 on Monday Night Football. This team is just rolling right now, and even with some key injuries, they continue to prove why they're the defending Super Bowl champions. I mean, losing Isaiah Pacheco and Rashee Rice could have really hurt our offense, but did you see how Patrick Mahomes stepped up? The guy threw for 331 yards, completing 28 of 39 passes. He was on fire. Our offense didn't miss a beat. Kareem Hunt found the end zone, along with rookie Xavier Worthy, both making big plays when we needed them most. And can we take a second to appreciate Harrison Butker? The guy was automatic last night, knocking down 4 field goals to keep us ahead. But that's not all. Hunt finished with 102 rushing yards, dominating on the ground. And what about Juju Smith-Schuster? 7 catches for 130 yards. He was everywhere. This win pushes the Chiefs to a perfect 5-0, and with the way we've been playing, it looks like we're in a great position to stay atop the AFC West. The Broncos are in second place at 3-2, but let's be honest, they have a lot of catching up to do. As for the Saints, they're now 2-3, and things got even tougher for them when Derek Carr took a big hit late in the fourth quarter. He had to leave the game, and that could be a real problem for them going forward. So what do you think, Chiefs fans? Are we looking at another Super Bowl run? Who do you think will step up next week with these injuries hanging over us? Let me know in the comments below. The Chiefs are still undefeated, but there was one moment that had us all holding our breath. Travis Kelce took a brutal hit from Saints linebacker Anthony Orji, and for a second, it looked pretty bad. The hit landed squarely on his shoulder, and you could see Kelce wincing as he walked off the field clutching his pads. Not what we want to see from our star tight end, especially with his wait for a touchdown continuing this season. Kelce had 9 catches for 70 yards, continuing his solid performance, but it's been tough for him to find the end zone so far. After that hit, TV cameras caught him looking pretty upset on the sidelines, wiping his face with a towel. Luckily, he wasn't out for long, but it's still a little scary. The good news is that we have a bye week coming up, so Kelce and the rest of the team can rest and recover. Now, for all of us fans looking ahead, the Chiefs are back in action on October 20th against the San Francisco 49ers. It's going to be a huge game, a rematch of Super Bowl 58. You all remember that thriller, right? The Chiefs secured the dramatic 25-22 overtime win over the 49ers to take home the Lombardi Trophy again. This time around, the 49ers aren't quite as sharp with a 2-3 record after a tough loss to the Cardinals last weekend. But you know they'll be hungry for revenge, so it's not going to be an easy game for us. So Chiefs fans, what do you think? How are you feeling about Kelce's performance so far this season? Do you think he'll bounce back and throw that first touchdown against the 49ers? Now, let's get into this wild story about Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce from Monday night's game against the New Orleans Saints. So, we're late in the second quarter. Chiefs are leading the Saints, but it's 3rd and 21 from the Saints' 43-yard line. Mahomes, being the brilliant QB he is, has a plan: play it safe, gain some yards, and get into Harrison Butker's field goal range. Simple, right? He tells Kelce, just get us into field goal range. That's it. Well, Travis Kelce had other ideas. Mahomes throws the ball to Kelce, and instead of just going down after a solid 5-yard gain, Kelce channels his inner magician. He decides to underhand shovel the ball across the field to running back Samaje Perine, who takes it down the sideline for another 15 yards. Yeah, you heard that right, Kelce with the gutsiest side you'll ever see. And what was Mahomes' reaction? He shook his head in disbelief, joking in the post-game press conference that talking to Kelce is sometimes like talking to his 3-year-old daughter, Sterling. He's not wrong. Kelce does his own thing, sometimes off script, and it works. That play led to a crucial 4th and 1 conversion, where Kareem Hunt powered forward to keep the drive alive. Butker ended up kicking a field goal to put more points on the board, and the Chiefs went on to win the game 26-13. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid couldn't help but laugh about the sideline. "If he doesn't do well with it, don't come back to the bench," Reid joked, showing just how much trust they have in Kelce's unique skill set. Kelce pulls off moves like that in practice all the time, but it's a whole different level of confidence to pull it off in a live game. Perrine, who was the lucky recipient of that side, was just as shocked as the rest of us. His job on that play was to block an edge rusher, but when he saw Kelce move upfield, he decided to trail him, just in case. It was not scripted. "I can tell you that much," Perrine said, laughing about the moment. "I saw him do it a couple times in practice, so I thought, let me stay in phase, just in case." And sure enough, he pitches it back, and I'm off to the races. Rookie tight end Jared Wiley, who was watching from the sidelines, said the energy on the field completely shifted after that play. "It brought a lot of happiness and joy," Wiley said. "The sideline just lit up. That kind of off-script creativity was exactly what we needed to get our momentum back." Kelce, being Kelce, didn't stop to chat with reporters after the game, but his teammates had plenty to say about him. Perrine described playing with Mahomes and Kelce as fun, entertaining, and a little bit anxious, because you never really know what's going to happen when those two are on the field together. "You never know with these guys. They're just as good, if not better, when things are offbeat," Perrine added. It's a new experience for Perrine, who's in his 10th year in the NFL. He said no one he's played with compares to Mahomes and Kelce when he comes to freelancing and making plays out of nothing. And honestly, that's what makes this Chiefs offense so special. Sure, other quarterbacks like Joe Burrow or Russell Wilson have some ability to make off-script plays, but with Mahomes and Kelce, it's on a whole other level. You never know when one of them will pull off something like that side, and it keeps the defense and the fans on their toes. Wiley, still learning the ropes as a rookie, said that watching Kelce is fascinating, but he knows better than to try some of Kelce's stunts himself. "He picks his spots in practice," Wiley explained. "He knows when the offense is rolling and when Coach Reid's in a good mood. He tries not to push it if things are a little tense. But when Kelce does go for something bold, like Monday night's side, it's more difficult than it looks." Wiley said, "I thought he was about to get smoked right when he did it. He had, like, 3 guys around him, but he still had the conscience to pitch it, and it was pinpoint accurate. That's really impressive." And of course, Mahomes wasn't mad at Kelce for going rogue. He knows Kelce's magic is part of what makes him a Hall of Fame caliber player. "He's a special player," Mahomes said with a smile. "As long as it works, no one's going to say anything." So there you have it, Chiefs fans, just another wild play from Travis Kelce, who continues to keep us all on the edge of our seats every game. What do you guys think? Do you love seeing Kelce take risks like that? Or do you think he should stick to Mahomes' plan next time? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And, as always, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you're always up to date on all things Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for watching, and go Chiefs!